I met Grant when we were juniors in high school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I was on my high school's improv team, and after a show, Grant approached me and said, "Hey, I thought you were really funny. I need actors for this shoot. You should come." And didn't send me the scripts. Didn't tell me anything about it. I got there and I was playing a pizza delivery guy, and we shot the film. I had a lot of fun. I met some really cool people. And I thought, hey, maybe like filmmaking could be like a thing I want to try. And so I started showing up to film club meetings and pitching ideas. And then we ended up making a TV show together in high school. And that's where just like started our partnership. And we've just been sort of doing stuff ever since.
We made a show about a high school trivia team, and it was like a mockumentary. And in a lot of ways, I had the technical side of things kind of under control because that was my area. But Chase was the one that really spearheaded that project and did a lot of the comedic writing and acted in it as well. So he kind of taught me how to work with comedy, and I loved seeing him work. And that was kind of how I knew that I wanted to work with him again on this show. So I leave a lot of the comedy writing to him because every time that he sends me a scene that he does, like I always just smile. I just love his style of comedy, and I can't help myself. So I'm really excited to have him writing on this project because there's no one else that could do what he does, in my opinion.
We are currently embarking upon a new TV show, much more serious than our first one in high school. It's about a 20-something guy from an affluent family who he really doesn't like, and he kind of, as a sort of fuck you to them, moves to New York City and becomes a stand-up comedian, which is something they very much wouldn't like from their son. The Grant initially pitched the idea to me over burritos, which is how I hear most of my ideas now. He said, "Hey, I know I want to do this show. It's got it's animated. It's got everybody's like a weird cryptid, like a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness monster or a Slenderman or something. And I want the main character to be a stand-up comedian." And I said, "That sounds like a great show." And he's like, "I want you to write it." And I was like, "Okay." And we've been working on that for a couple months now.
The mix of 2D and 3D was going really well. I pitched it to my animation professor last semester. He liked it. But the issue that we were running into is we know that because we direct live action a lot, we know that we need our actors to be able to interact with props, specifically Bigfoot because he does stand-up, and we know that he's going to need to be able to pick up microphones and drinks, and it's going to be like the thing about comedy is it's I think the way that we want to do it is it's a very physical art. There's like physical comedy involved. So we're like, shoot, we don't have the time to animate 2D objects for them to interact with. And also, if the environment is 3D, how will it look when they pick it up in their 2D? And surprisingly, the easier option was to do it all in 3D because my background in visual effects is mostly 3D animation. So, or not 3D animation, but 3D modeling, rigging, all that stuff. So now we need a way to capture actors' motion. Hello, who are you?
I'm the dude. We got our what are these called?
Lighthouses.
Our lighthouses set up. We got them mounted to the wall. We measured it out and everything, so it's like maximum distance. And this sort of like imaginary square is going to be where we do our stuff. Here's the headset and the handles. That's going to track where your head and your hands are. We've got these for the feet, and we're going to have some more for other joints and like where your hips are and stuff like that, so you can do like more complex stuff and other than just like your head and your hands. This is where the sort of control station is, and when we're doing like a scene, I'll have like my suit on, and Grant will be sitting there yelling orders at me, and I'll sort of just like be his little monkey and just sort of have to do whatever.
So I have been messing with this stuff for about all day, trying to get data from this into Blender, which is the program of choice, and look at that, it worked. So now I have data from motion capture. port it into Blender. The only thing is I'm not sure how to make this and turn it into bones to use for characters. So that'll be my next step. Whoa, what the hell happened here?
I'm fully suited up, baby.
He's fully suited up. Look at this. He's got the feet. He's got the hands. He's got the elbows. He's got the pelvis and the torso. And the and the headset. Look at him go. Wonderful. It's beautiful. Okay. Let's do the montage.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
In West California, born and raised, trying to navigate this labyrinth of a life maze, doing classes, my taxes, adult life is cruel. We need to catch a break or we'll be stuck cleaning pools. We made a couple of shorts that were all pretty good. Started passing classes just to prove it could. Then the pandemic hit, got everybody scared, so we said fuck it, made a TV show and not a single person cared.
So you have the imagination to make an animation, but you have no idea how to make your creation. You say, hey, I can't draw it, I might as well call it. But wait, there's this thing called Blender, let's install it.
So we dug through the basement and found some dusty old technology, but it's basically no use unless you study archaeology. Now wait, just a second, this might sound weird, but maybe we could turn this into animation gear.
We set up some trackers to do joint interpolation, but we looked at the data and said, what in tarnation? After some motion mapping, it looked alright. Hey Chase, how's the writing? It better be airtight.
So I dug through my brain to find some goofs and gas, but we've already been through 7 fucking drafts. Hey Grant,
What's up?
how's the show looking?
My shaders aren't compiling, but these rhymes are really flowing.
Update on the writing side of things. Is your brain fried? Can you talk?
A little bit. I'm feeling good. Usually, if I've been writing and I haven't gotten anywhere, I don't know what to say. But we got somewhere tonight. We sort of started over. We took like 2 days to sort of think things over. Took a few different versions of the script that we thought worked and kind of cobbled them together with a few new elements. And like I'm happy. But again, talk to me in like 2 days and I'll probably be upset again. So.
No, I think we actually got it this time. It works. So. Yeah. On the animation side of things, we have been able to more or less achieve the effect that we want. So this is the recorded data, and this is our Bigfoot guy. There is a couple of bugs to work out, like how his shoulder is glitching out, but for the most part, this is the effect that we wanted, and it proves that we are able to record our animation and bring it into Blender and have it work kind of the way we want. So I would say it's a pretty successful night.
Yeah, and it only took us a couple $100 in like 3 days.
Yeah, I can get refunds on that, I hope.
Hopefully.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
We'll let you guys know if it continues to go well. Godspeed.